All right. Looks like I am good to go. So I'm just going to do a quick live here on what I have been reading. Just got back from a wedding up north, or a wedding reception, I should say. Uh, and what did I read during that little weekend visit, basically? And I picked up a few books, as you could see in the screenshot. So I should say I let's start out with the big one. Uh, I've tried this three different times. This is going to be my fourth time doing this, and I'm actually a lot farther, and I'm actually into the story. I'm 400 pages. I couldn't even get past like the about the 200 mark is I think as long as I went before. But so we've got The Stand by Stephen King, and I'm enjoying it so far. I am gonna finish this one this time. This is probably the book I've picked up and started the most times. I've never picked up a book four times and then not finished it. So fourth time's the charm. So we've got The Stand by Stephen King, and then I am currently reading also Hidden Empire by Kevin J. Anderson. If you recognize that name, it's he did the Dune series with Brian Herbert, and then he also did a lot of the Star Wars books that aren't well received. I guess I have not read any of his Star Wars stuff, so I have read his Hellhole series with Brian Herbert, which I did enjoy, and then I read his he's got a fantasy series that was actually fairly decent too. So this is a 7 book series, I believe. And then he's got a trilogy, I believe, that follows it up. So we've got Hidden Empire by Kevin J. Anderson. Basically, this is kind of cool. What this is book, The Stand, you know what the Stand's about. This book is about. So they are. Oh, hello, Winter Booktuber in Minnesota. Hello, I just came from Minnesota. I was just there. That's where I'm originally from. So uh, I did hear it as I did hear it was a little bit colder yesterday or something like that. So so what this book is about is basically the Earth has expanded to the stars, and they befriend a I would say superior race. It's more of a hive mind race. And then there's some roamers they call, who are the people who don't want to do anything. Uh, they just kind of want to be. They're the nomads, so they're just hopping around the fringe worlds, I should say. And then you have a race of they're like tree people. It's very a fascinating world building. Is basically they have these trees that can. Yeah, I was up there and it was about 80 something last couple days ago when I was up there, and yeah, 90s is not good. I don't know where you're at. If the cities I know is gets a lot warmer than I was up north. I was up in Duluth and like Baudette area, but yeah, not the 90s in Minnesota are not good. 90s in Minnesota are 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 bad with the humidity and stuff. I would rather, because I'm in Arizona now, and uh, I would rather deal with this oppressive heat we've got going on with no humidity. Uh, I am in the bowels of hell though right now. It is hot outside, but yeah, you guys can have the humidity. That's why, yeah, no. But yeah. Anyway, these tree people are kind of weird. They can connect with these trees and basically immediately relay messages through these trees that they have. So that's a fascinating. So anyway, Earth has basically developed a technology where they can explode a gas planet such as Jupiter and turn it into a giant sun. So the moons around Jupiter become Earth like habitats for humanity. So they find this planet. I can't remember what the planet's called, and it's got 4 moons around it that they want to terraform and basically make livable for Earthlings and people, humanity. What they don't know is that there was an alien race, and I'm not into that book, so I have no idea who this alien race is, but that's what the series is about. Is they blow up this Jupiter gas planet like planet, this gas planet, to terraform their moons. When they're doing this, they see alien spaceships fleeing the devastation of what Earth has done to this planet. And it turns out that there are more races in this galaxy than just humanity and the two other ones that I was describing. There's a fourth or a third. I can't remember how many we're on right now. There is an even bigger threat out there, and now they're coming back to annihilate humanity and its allies. So throughout this 7-book series, I am very looking much. This is called, by the way, this is the Saga of the Seven Sons. So I'm halfway through it, loving it so far. Cannot wait. Probably after this, I'm going to be continuing on. I am also reading Dying in the Light by George R. R. Martin, another science fiction. This is one of his, I think this might be his second works. So I can't really describe what's going on. Basically, it's some star-crossed lovers, basically. The girl sends a message to her ex. Ex comes running back thinking that they want to get back together. Turns out like she's being held prisoner kind of by her new love, but it's really difficult to because they go by different cultures and stuff like that. So that's as far as I got. The world building in here is really cool though, is because the planet they're living on is, I guess, currently dying because the sun is going away. In their world, the sun disappears behind. It's kind of like, I can definitely tell where he's got the winter is coming because they're always talking about the cold's coming. The cold is coming because the sun's going to go away and the ice is going to come back. So I don't know if there's White Walkers in this. I highly doubt that. But so that's where he got that little vibe of the cold is coming, the winter is coming. He's got a fascination with cold weather. I know he lives in Albuquerque, so I don't know how much cold weather he experiences, but or is it No, he lives in Santa Fe. Excuse me. Next up, these are books that I'm also currently reading. Yes, definitely Far Out of Earth. I'm also reading Mike Shackle's The Last War series on my Kindle right here. It's currently charging because I forgot to charge it on my little vacation. So I have that. And that is basically, I'm in the third book. Basically, that's about there's two nations. One is like a nomad or what they thought was a nomad barbarian type clan tribe. Turns out that they've been preparing this whole time to invade the South. So the book starts out as the good guys lose the war. And basically it's about rebellion and trying to take back their country and stuff like that. It's got some weird time traveling elements. It's kind of interesting, but I'm just kind of nibbling at the third book, just savoring it because it's the last one. But I'll be done with that hopefully in the next month or so, something like that. I really want to read The Stand and The Seven Sons, so I kind of forgot about that book, to be honest. But that's no indication on if it's a crap book. It's a great book, great series. All right, I also picked up. I got so much stuff on my plate. John Scalzi's The Ghost Brigades, Old Man's War, book 2. It's fairly short, 300 something pages. I enjoyed the first one. Urban fantasy. What are you reading urban fantasy wise? I do enjoy some urban fantasy. I have read the what is that? Jim Butcher series. I've read that one. The Monster Hunter series by Larry Correia is really good. So yeah, let me know what your. Oh yeah, I think I did see that. Kim Harris. Excuse me, I got something in my throat. Let's see. I think is this Kim Harrison? Okay. Is this Paul? I think you changed. Did you change the thing again? Right. I thought that was his. I was talking to you, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. Yeah. I knew you were reading the Kim Harrison. That's definitely on my list. Urban Fantasies. Um, it's I got to be in the mood for it. But I'm interested in that stuff, but I just got so much stuff to read. But I heard I heard the Kim Harrison books like they're easy, they're fairly quick. Uh, I'm assuming I can also get them on like audio book too because I can listen to on when I'm working and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm also trying to do the sci-fi thing. It's not really working too well. Um, I don't know why. For some reason, I can do fantasy, but science fiction, even though it's basically science, it's fantasy. But for some reason, when you get that high tech stuff, you just lose me because I. But so that's what I'm working it in. I'm the seven of the saga. The book of the seven sons or whatever the saga of the seven sons. It's fairly good at spoon feeding you a little bit, but I don't think I would be able to read something like I know I tried Peter F. Hamilton, is that his name? And his stuff is way a lot more science fiction than what I'm used to, and I just had to put that series down. He's got that duology. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, hey, happy wife, happy life, right? But so anyway, yeah. So John Scalzi, this is a fairly easier science fiction. I did enjoy Old Man's War. Thought it was becoming a movie, so maybe we can see a movie. All right, next I'm very excited. Found this yesterday at my local bookshop. This is Battle Royale by Koshan Takami, translated by Yuji Oniki. Uh, Apologize if that is not how you say those names. Apologies. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we just got nice, well-rounded perspective everywhere. Yes. So this is apparently like the Hunger Games took a lot of inspiration from this, and this is like the first like battle royale. It's right in the name, battle royale. The first battle royale books. Yes, I did hear it was a movie. I have not checked out the movie. I'm gonna probably read the book first, but basically a bunch of kids get like kidnapped and taken to a deserted island and basically are told to kill each other. That sounds rough. Sounds real rough. I was watching a few reviews last night before I picked it up because it's a pretty rough book, but I'm all for it. Let's go. So I kind of like those type of books where it's just that battle royale stuff like that. I like those type of movies like The Condemned. It was with Steve Austin was a shit movie, but I liked it. I liked it. I like that kind of stuff. So the original survival game. Interesting. Battle Royale. All right, two more here. I found this one yesterday too. No, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, not that. It wouldn't be able. They could never film in the U.S. Yes, that's definitely correct. They're not going to be able to get away with that stuff. But yeah, it's all fiction. If we just gotta, you just gotta remember it's fiction. It's make believe, even though sometimes that shit happens in the real world. It's terrible. But so I picked up John Scovron, the Ranger of Marzana. Haven't heard of this up. Haven't heard this. Teacher versus the student. Okay, yeah. Uh, two siblings, two nations, one war for all. So basically, you're generic. It was only I had a free gift card, so I picked this up. Never heard of this. The trilogy's done, so I figure if I want to move on, I can. But we have the Ranger of Marzana. Basically, it's your typical like Sonya is the last Ranger. Just this last excellent fighter, and she's got to go against the Empire, but her brother is training to become like the most powerful mage, and he works for the Empire. Stuff like that. I have a feeling the brother's probably going to change sides at the very end. Just your average fantasy book. It's not that long. It's only 400 something pages, but yeah. So we got that one. And the last one, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. This is George R. R. Martin heavy stuff here. This is the survival of the with real. Okay, is this what the book was about? Like survival with real weapons of teachers versus students who is the last one standing. That's what that. Yeah, that's kind of what that one is. I think it's just the kid. Yeah. So. Yeah. Whatever float. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Get the teachers in there too. Yeah. So this is that. These are those. Yeah. Those are the books movies and stuff like that. I like. Yeah. Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. This is. I think these are 3 novellas. With Duncan and Egg. So I will be reading this later in the summer. I am doing this one and the Dying of the Light. They are part of a buddy read I'm doing with a guy at work. We're going to read. Here's the tentative schedule so far. We're going to be reading Dying of the Light right now. So we did They Thirst by Robert McCammon, which we DNF that one was very good. And then we did Fever Dream. The first one we did was Fever Dream. Oh, it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter who it is, male, female. I'll read whatever. It doesn't matter. If it's a good book, yeah, whatever. I have no preference. It might not look like it here because I think these are all male authors that I have right now, but well, whatever. If you write a good book, doesn't matter. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we read Fever Dream first. I didn't like it. He liked it. They Thirst. We DNF that one. 300 pages in. It was pretty boring. And we're reading Dying of the Light now. And then we've got this on the docket. I want to read The Long Walk by Richard Bachman, aka Stephen King. I have read that one before. He has not, but I want to reread it because I haven't read that since high school. Yeah, that book was expensive though. I still have it. I'm going to keep it because you can't find I think he bought it for like $30. I think he bought the They Thirst paperback for $30 when they were when that came out, it was like $7. But yeah, I'm going to keep the book because for some reason it's so expensive to find. But I DNF'd it. It wasn't good. I love The Long Walk. So hopefully he'll enjoy it. I'm pretty sure he will. And then we're also going to do back there, we got the Butlerian Jihad by Herbert and Anderson. That's the prequel series to Dune, stuff like that. We're going to do those, and then we're going to find... Oh, and then I think we're doing the Water Knife by... I can't pronounce it. It's Paolo Bacchi. I can't remember. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know I don't know how to pronounce that. Finders Keepers. What's Finders Keepers? Finders Keepers. Is that the Bill Hodges trilogy? Finders Keepers. If it's the I think that's part of the Bill Hodges trilogy. I've got that on the list. I read the first one. It's called Mr. Mercedes. Single Finders Keepers. Let me see here. Finders Keepers. I've heard of this. Yeah, what is this book? Yeah, okay, yeah, this is the second in the Bill Hodges. This is the second book. So the first one's Mr. Mercedes. So that one I have read. Okay. Okay, so I have not read Finders Keepers. It's on the list. It says the second book in the Detective Bill Hodges. It's following Mercedes. I don't know if they're a trilogy or if it's it's just his character that he uses, but I wanted to read Mr. Mercedes first. I I tried it before, and I didn't get into it, but I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna start it again. So yeah, and then it's followed by End of Watch. Okay, so yeah, that is definitely on the list. I would like to. It's a very daunting task, but I would like to start over with Stephen King. We haven't had the best relationship. I don't really like his new stuff. I loved his older stuff. I read The Shining. I'm reading The Stand now. I like his old stuff, 90s and early 2000s and 80s. His new stuff, I don't. I think the last new book I liked was Joyland that he did. That's it. So I kind of want to start over and just kind of, it'd be fun because he's got, I don't know how many books he's got. What has he got? Like 200 something books. Just to start at the beginning and go on from there. I did read Firestarter not too long ago. I listened to it. It was fine. But start with Carrie and then just go on from there. Skip the books that I just read Salem's Lot. Joe Hill, yeah, I loved his Fireman. The Fireman was really good. If you're into like post-apocalypse, that's his take on The Stand, if you will, I guess. But the Fireman was really good. I've heard Heart-Shaped Box is really good. I think that's the only thing. I read his short stories, The Full Throttle. I read Full Throttle, his little short story collection. But yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, Fireman is really good. I really enjoyed Fireman. I like those post-apoc. I gotta find more because I got Swan Song by Robert McCammon is really good. Probably one of the better ones. Okay, yeah, Heart Shaped Box. I'm gonna have to try to do it. I just don't like ghost story. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the supernatural, supernatural books. I can't really. Movies are fine. I'm not into horror too much, but it's got to be unique horror for me to be into to watch the movie. It's just not. I'm just not into horror. But yeah, and I think it's a twist. Okay, yeah, I'll probably. It's not that long, and I can get it on audio too. It's definitely It's on my radar. Just yeah, one of these days. I got a whole stack of books. I still gotta read a bunch of the Clive Cussler novels that I still got. I'm working on Steve Barry, getting that Indiana Jones fix, which I did watch. I watched the new Indiana Jones. It was pretty. I don't know. I don't know. Indiana Jones 5 is bleh. It's just fine. It's fine. Whatever. Um, so I wanted to get that fixed. So I've got those. I got Steve Barry. I'm reading the Jack Reacher stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm working. I think I'm on like 16 or 7. I like to read them in order, so I'm reading that Dirk Pitt stuff right now. I think it's Valhalla Rising is my next one over there. I have no idea when I'm going to start. I've also got. If anyone's interested, we will be doing a live Sunday with Jose at Amazing Worlds because we are reading Christopher Rocchio's. Um, oh man, it's been a few months since I read. What is that? Demon in White. We're reading. We read Demon in White. Thick book, very thick book. So I've got Kingdoms of Death, I think, behind me back there. I have no idea when I'm going to start it yet. Figuring that out, probably in August or something like that. It's a lot shorter, so hopefully it'll go by fast. But it's Christopher. What is it? It's called. I'm blanking on the name right now. I can't remember the name. Empire of Silence is the first one. God dang. Sun Eater. It's called Sun Eater. The Sun Eater series or something like that. I think there's going to be 7 books. So we'll be doing a live there. I believe that's going to be about, my time, it's going to be about 10 in the morning. So what? 11? No. 12. It'll be 12 Central. 12 Central time. But that's all I've got. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited to start Battle Royale. But just working through The Stand right now and Saga of the Seven Sons. Hey, how's it going, John? Good to hear from you. How are you? But John, did you read The Stand? Because I'm reading The Stand right now. So I thought you're a Stephen King fan. I thought, right? What else am I doing here? Let's see here. I'm trying to find the new Star Wars game. Okay, so you did read this. Yeah. I say I've got it right here. This is my fourth time trying to find it. Fourth or trying to do it. I'm a lot farther. I'm 400 pages in, and okay. Did you enjoy The Stand? Paul? Like everyone probably enjoys this, right? It's got a really high rating, so it's long, but it's got to be right to tell that story. But yeah, so yeah, working on The Stand here. Did I see the movie? I saw the God. They have not done a good. Well, it wasn't that. Yeah, this is complete and uncut. This is complete and uncut, so I'll get the unedited. The Stand. They have not. They gotta figure out. Maybe HBO has got to do something with The Stand because that new series. I think it was like Paramount that got canceled. I think, and then I guess The Stand, the one with Lieutenant Dan. What's his name? I can't remember his name. But what is that guy? What am I trying to say? It's that TV show, that TV version or whatever. They haven't done a good. Maybe the HBO people need to get a good adaptation. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. Forrest Gump. No, it's Lieutenant Dan is Gary Sinise. Gary Sinise was the guy in The Stand. Yeah, the 90s miniseries. Okay, so it was on Paramount Plus. Okay. I think they canceled that. Excuse me. But yeah. John, are you still doing the Christopher Rocchio? We're gonna be doing a live here on Sunday. It's I knew that you weren't. I wasn't really enjoying it too much either. I will say, like, not to spoil anything, but the Demon in White was a lot better. But you know, but yeah, we'll be doing a live here on Sunday with Jose, 10 a.m. my time, noon Central, something like that. But what are you guys reading? I knew that Paul's reading Kim Harrison. Trying to think. Oh yeah, I was saying is trying to find that Star Wars game. I'm not going to pay $70 yet for it. I just got a PlayStation 5 not too long ago, so I'd like to get Jedi Survivor. Probably have to wait till Christmas when it comes down. Okay, you dropped the Sun Eater. Okay. Legends and Lattes. Legends and Lattes. Let's see what it is. I'm not sure what that is. Legends and Lattes? Sounds caffeinating. Legends. Oh, Travis Baldtree? Okay, so it's a fantasy. Oh, it's a brand new. It looks like it's a brand new fantasy. February 2022, huh? Okay, so it kind of looks like it's got that Pratchett feel. That's what it looks like. Oh, okay. An orc quits adventuring to start a coffee shop. And my guess is the adventuring doesn't leave the orc though, or just trying to live a quiet life, kind of like John Wick in fantasy setting. Hopefully, maybe where the life just comes back at him, and he just wants to have a simple cup of Joe in his coffee shop, kind of thing, huh? Trying to think what else. Well, that's good. That's good. Hey, as long as you're enjoying it, But yeah, that's that's been my reading week. I mean, can't complain. I wish I could read more than what I'm doing, but yeah, life gets in the way. But yeah, so I got the Saga of the Seven Sons, and I'm reading that Mike Shackle series. So, but yeah, so probably wrap this up here in about 2 minutes. Anybody else got any questions, concerns, comments, criticisms? Yeah. I'm not very good at public speaking, so we're gonna sit here in awkward silence. What's on next year's TBR? Okay, so all right, I am debating. The Malazan probably, to be honest, by Steven Erickson. I might try to see if Jose wants to do it. We'll have to see. I did read the first book. It's a it's a chore. It is a chore. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for watching though. But I think I want to do Malazan at least the first 10 books. But yeah, like I said, I'll probably talk to Jose if he wants to do something like that. It's kind of an option. But when I got done with the first book, I just it was a headache. Like but it still left me wanting more. But it was a tough read. But I still I don't regret doing it. But I would probably say Malazan is definitely on the list. Trying to get through those Cussler books. It's kind of yeah. I do want to. I do want to read the Stormlight Archives again because I have not read Oathbringer or The Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. And I'm kind of thinking about doing the Mistborn again because I did not. I read the first 2 books of that trilogy, and yeah, yeah, archaeology thrillers is that's where my bread and butter. That's what I loved. Definitely go and try to find if you like slam bang action, go find Matthew Riley. He's an Australian writer. Uh, Matthew with 2 T's. Matthew Riley, Australian writer. Just action. It's just a summer blockbuster in book form. And then I also would definitely highly recommend the Eddie Chase Nina Wild series by Andy McDermott. I would definitely highly recommend if you're looking for that archaeology thriller stuff. Those two you can't I envy you if you haven't read those because you're gonna go on such a fun adventure. I mean, there's 7. There's a Jack West Jr. series by Matthew Riley is a 7-book series of just nonstop action. He's got the Shane Schofield. I think there's 5 in that series. So you have tons of books if you're looking for action adventure. He's got a really fun one called The Great Zoo of China. It's basically Jurassic Park, but with dragons. And he's got a new book coming called Mr. Einstein's Secretary. It's kind of like my guess is going to be a historical thriller. Ernest Dempsey, Hell's Gate. Ernest Dempsey. Ernest Dempsey. Let me look him up. Hell's Gate is that's I think that's like that. Is it Paul Schlute or something like that Like I thought Hell's Gate. Let me see here. I'm always in the lookout for new because I just found Steve Barry and he seems to be doing those archaeological thrillers. What am I looking for? Ernest Dempsey. Oh, okay. Yeah, this looks right up my alley. I'm going to put these on my list. Ernest Dempsey. I'll definitely put the A.G. Riddle. I do have. I've got the what is that called? It's called Winter World, I think. I've got that one. I found it at the library book sale for $2. Lost Colony. Lost Colony, Steve Berry, right? I'm pretty sure that's a Steve Berry. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm on the 4th book there. I think it's called The Law. I can't read. The sun's glaring. Winter World, I think. Winter War, something like that. Oh, I do have. Ernest Dempsey on my list to want to read. So I have heard of him before. The Secret of the Stones. It's his first one, it looks like. Sean Wyatt. So, yeah, he's definitely on my list. He's already on my list. No, A.G. Riddle. A.G. Riddle. Oh, the Lost Call. Oh, is that what that's called? Oh no, that's Winter. No, okay, no. Lost Colony is by A.G. I think I think Lost Colony is also a Steve Berry novel, but A.G. Riddle, I do have him on the list. So Sean Wyatt, yeah, he's the protagonist in those Ernest Dempsey. So that's definitely on my list. If you have checked out I'm blanking on his name. He's got the Blaine McCracken series. The heck is his name? Crap. I'm just I must be having a bad day. I can't think of my favorite authors' names now. I can see the picture. God darn it. Darn it. I got nothing. Okay, yeah, I'm reading Douglas Preston stuff right now. I'm actually listening to oh, I forgot to mention I'm reading some graphic novels right now. I'm reading the Spider-Verse graphic novels or comic books, and then I've got the Miles Morales series up next too with my Hoopla app. What was I saying? Oh, Douglas Preston. I am reading his Pendergast series right now. James Rollins, I have read. Yeah. James Rollins is kind of like hit or miss for me. Like I don't really like that Sigma Force stuff. I've read 6 of those books, and they just didn't hit me like Matthew Riley and Andy McDermott does. But yeah, James Rollins he definitely has a lot of good ones. Jeremy Robinson is really good. His Second World. Yeah, I'm in that trilogy the Diogenes trilogy right now. I'm on the 2nd book. Dance of Death or something like that. So Pendergast is definitely in my wheelhouse. I enjoy him. I enjoy the character. So yeah, they got a lot of those, and then they also have a bunch of other Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child also wrote a few other like archaeology, like the Ice Limit and stuff like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, but all right, what time is it? Well, yeah, Andy McDermott. Yeah, go. Yeah, if Andy McDermott is really good, really good. He's got a new book coming in August, I believe. His newest Eddie Chase, Nina Wild stuff. I love those books. I could reread those. I have listened. I listened to audiobooks of those again. A lot of fun. But all right. Well, I think I'm gonna go and I think I'm gonna crack open one of these books. I don't know if I should crack open The Stand again or yeah. If you haven't read, definitely check out Matthew Riley. Write that down. Matthew Riley, Reilly. Is there an E in there? Yeah. No. Check if you like Andy McDermott, if you like James Rollins, check out Matthew Riley, and I think he'll blow your socks off. He's gonna blow those other writers out of the water if you're looking for like action-packed adventures. Just sit back and read, turn your brain off, kind of thing. Yeah, Matthew Riley, I think, is my favorite author. I'll read whatever he puts out. Just really liked it. I just listened to The Tournament by him. It's about a chess tournament in the 1600s, I believe, or something like that, with Elizabeth I. And the tournament was really good. It's really weird. He's known for his action-packed. He can write a fight scene like no other. If you're looking for a good fight scene, Matthew Riley's where you're not going to get any better than that. But he wrote this. The tournament is more of a murder mystery taking place in a chess tournament back in the 1600s. You're following the protagonist is Elizabeth I, when she's 13 or something like that. So it's got a bunch of a history. You meet Ivan the Terrible. It's just all these guys come to. They go to Constantinople, I think, for the tournament, something like that. Boyd Morrison, The Ark. Yeah, I read 2 of his books. He's got The Ark and something else. I know I read Boyd Morrison before, but yeah. So yeah, I can't talk highly enough about Matthew Riley. David Ellis, I think I read one of his books. I'll put that on the list. I vaguely remember seeing David Ellis once, but yeah. I should really reread some of that stuff I'm saying, because yes. Oh, please, yeah, definitely check out Matthew Riley. Oh, Robert Masello. I heard the name. I don't know if I read anything by him. I have heard the name, but yeah, I'm writing these down. Robert Masello and the Dempsey guy I've got down. David Ellis too, yeah, because I've heard of Boyd Morrison, but yeah. So with Matthew, I would definitely recommend. I start from his very first, like the contest. Contest was, I think, his first adult novel. He has Hover Car Racer, which is like a kid, like a young adult stuff. But Contest is basically about it's a crazy. It's not his best because it's one of his first. But you can definitely. It got me hooked. That Contest was the very first Matthew Riley book I read, and that's basically about aliens basically choose the New York Public Library as their contest for that millennia or something. Each millennia or something like that, they take their greatest fighters from their clans, their planets, their races, and they pick a place. And this just happens to be the New York City Public Library. And basically, they throw their best contestants in there and they fight to the death, kind of thing. A battle royale, if we were to circle this back. But yeah, so it's just basically about a guy with his daughter gets stuck in the New York Public Library with these aliens fighting it out, and he's got to win. He's one of the contestants. I think he's a doctor. I think it was. So they determined that he is one of Earth's best fighters or something like that. So yeah, it's just it's a mess all around. It's great. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But I would definitely recommend the Jack West Jr. series and the Shane Schofield. I would definitely recommend anything. Temple is great. It's a standalone if you don't want to really get into a series. But the thing with all these series, they're all kind of contained. The series of Matthew Riley, they're all contained. If you're looking for just a standalone Matthew Riley, either go with a Great Zoo of China Contest or Temple. But excuse me. All right. Well, that's all I got. I think I'm about to check out here, and probably crack open the Saga of the Seven Sons. So, just another reminder that we will be doing a live stream coming. Which his newest one was I read it. What is it? It's a superhero one. Code Blue or something like that. Something like that. He's my favorite author, but I can't remember his freaking book though. It was okay. It was fine. Yeah. It was more. It's just a novella, so like it kind of leaves you wanting more. Let's see here. What is it called? Blue Cobalt. That's what it's called. It's called Cobalt Blue. Cobalt Blue. It's just a short novella, so you can tell that he's building a world in Cobalt Blue. Oh, the Impassable. Oh, okay. don't read that until you read. That's the last. Okay, yeah, that's the last Jack West Jr. series. So don't start with that one because you have no idea what's going on. It's basically a continuation of the sixth book. But yeah, that is the seventh in the Jack West Jr. and the final one. So definitely do not start with that one. But yeah, I liked it. It's yeah, the whole series I kind of rate as one. It's a huge 5-star series. Like, yeah, like it's great. Um, but yeah, Cobalt Blue is his I guess his newest one, novella. And you can definitely tell he's building a world there. He might dip his toes back into it. I kind of hope he does. But yeah. All right. Well, I will catch you guys later. Yeah, there will be a live stream on Sunday with me and Jose talking about Demon in White. So please check that out if you have any interest in the Rockio books. I guess not, maybe not it, because we are going to spoil it. So maybe just put it on your to be watched pile. If you have read Demon in White, come and check it out. Otherwise, that's all I got here today. Hope everyone had a happy 4th if you celebrate it in the United States here. But yeah, take care. Happy summer. Stay cool. Yeah. Have a good one, everybody.